Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Igor and I'm one of the co-founders of Operately, an open source product focusing on business operations. Today I'm going to do a live session coding a part of Operately. More specifically, I will focus on the objective screen, and based on the design, I will implement a rich text editor for allowing users to leave comments and leave updates about a particular objective. So the first thing that I'm going to discuss is which rich text editor I'm going to use. Well, this was done in the preparation for this video, and the various options that I looked into were TinyMVC, then tricks from Basecamp, then Prose Mirror, and various other rich text editors. One of the editors that really caught my eye, like a powerful and very extendable editor, was Prose Mirror. But the downside with Prose Mirror was that the entry point for using it seems to be quite steep, and you cannot really just plug and play it into the application. I continued to search for a rich text editor, and one option that I found was TipTap. TipTap is an editor built on top of the Prose Mirror, and it has a very nice interface that we can use and bootstrap our application or bootstrap our rich text editor quite fast. So this is my first experience using TipTap, and in this session you will see my best attempt to implement it and add it as part of our application. Well, then let's start. As a side note, please keep in mind that this is not the actual design. What I'm doing here is implementing the functionality, while the design will come later when we have every major functionality implemented. So what we are looking for to do today is to add an element here, which will be the rich text editor, and it should look very similar to this, like post an update, you have a well, and you have several options for manipulating those text, and a textual element for having it here. So let's jump to the TipTap editor. Again, this is the first time I'm using it, but I did read into that I can install it in a React application quite easily. So let's start from this installation step and see how it goes. Okay, nice. It was installed. Then it says create a new component for TipTap. Okay, let's do that as well. So to do this, I will jump into my editor, JavaScript, pages, and inside of the objective page, I will create a file called TipTap. It seems like a good start. TipTap TS6, and let's copy paste this. So what do I have here? Editor context. Okay, this is a valid concern, but I will just ignore it for now and try to include it into the index page and display it here, just as a first start to see how this goes. So import TipTap from TipTap. React is not defined. Okay, React is not defined. I guess it's not defined here. Import React from React. Okay. Okay, hello world. Oh, nice. It really works as advertised. It included a new element for editing quite fast. Okay, so step 1 is done. Let's write a commit for this. Install TipTap as our rich text editor of choice. Okay, so this was committed. Well, the next step I would really like to have is, let's see what I get if I refresh this. Okay, hello world. I'll probably like to have some kind of a placeholder for this. And I know that in TipTap you have these extensions. Probably there is an extension for placeholders. Yep, there is one. Okay, let's try to install that as well. And I will probably need to import it, not like this, but import placeholder from TipTap. Okay, maybe I can add these and say placeholder. Okay, will this do something? No, it's still hello world. Okay, but I do have a content, so let's remove it. Nothing yet. Okay, so additional setup. Placeholders are displayed with the help of CSS. Okay, display placeholder only for a first line in an empty editor. Okay, so I assume I should include this in my CSS. Let's do that. Import prose mirror. That seems like a good option. CSS. Okay. What will happen now? Let's try it out. Okay, write something. Nice, good start. So display placeholder on every new line. I probably don't need that. Settings. Okay, so it says I can use a different class. I know what this is. Placeholder. Okay, so placeholder configure. Is it like here or is it somewhere? I mean, I'm just assuming it's here. Placeholder write something. Okay, what we need? There is, it's not defined there, but let's try it. Write an update. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, we have that. Now, one thing that would be good is to separate it from this component above. I don't know, let's call this an editor. And yeah, let's import that editor tsx. Okay, there isn't too much things here, but let's take React, TipTap, and export default function editor, return TipTap. Okay, so I'm extracting this to separate file because there is lots of things going on here, and I just want an editor on this page. Okay, so write and update still works. But now let's add some things like class name. Let's say margin top 4, and what do I want? Accept that. So margin top 4, maybe rounded, BG white. I want the shadow. Let's see how it looks with that. Okay. Starting to look good. So what else do I need here? Maybe padding on all sides to be 2. Okay, I still have this outline. Maybe I can remove that later. And what else? What else? On the first line, I have HT, maybe just a div. Class name. I need a bit more space to be able to see what's going on. I don't need this. Okay, so class name. It is, I want to write here something like post and update. Okay, post and update. Okay. And I need to separate this from the rest. So margin on the epsilon, let it be like maybe padding epsilon, and border bottom border stone to 100. Let's see how this looks like. Okay, a bit big. Text small. Okay, not really as in the design, but it will do. So post and update, and then for this, I should probably pass it some classes. TipTap. Let's accept a class name. And use the class name here. Class name. Okay. Class name not defined, class name. Okay, wrong padding on the epsilon side. Okay, I didn't really imagine it like this, but at least it moved it from there. Maybe instead of the padding, I can just do this. Okay, a bit better. Let's try to write something. Okay, it's good. Styling. Style with plain HTML, add custom classes. Scope to the editor. Okay, prose mirror p margin this. Global styling, add custom classes. New editor. Okay, extensions, document, heading, paragraph, my custom paragraph. The element that contains this. Well, I'm using that. Let's try something like this. So this is in the use editor, editor props, attributes class. New editor. I guess use editor and new editor are the same thing. So editor props, attributes class. Okay. Editor props. Let's see if this changed something. Yes, this is exactly how I want it. Nice. So what we did was move TipTap to a separate file, added some styling around it, and include it on the so let's say wrap editor in well and style it. Okay. Nice. Okay, what else? Well, I would really like to have something like this. So buttons and everything with this. Okay, how do you do this? Nice. Okay, so what do I do? It says menu bar. Okay, we can probably copy this, paste it into the editor because we want a menu bar. Okay, menu bar, and include it here. Menu bar. Menu bar. Okay, and it is returning a JSX element. Or no. Okay, the only thing I need to do here is to actually return something. So this looks good. Maybe no buttons here, but let's make it sure. So bold button will be this, italics button, underline button, strike through button, heading. This is going too far. Maybe I don't even need this. This is also not important. Okay, menu bar, and now I have lots of things that are not implemented. So function, bold button with the editor, and return. Well, interesting try, but let's follow the documentation, what it actually says. So it says it needs to return something like this. So return something like this. Okay, and end it. I will comment this out just to see how this looks. Okay, it seems that I don't have anything, which cannot be true, because I didn't pass an editor here. So editor is editor. Editor is not defined. Okay, but why? Editor. Okay, it's part of the TipTap. So I will need to basically take this and either return it, or maybe it's better to basically put everything here. I don't really need this extracted to somewhere else, so maybe it will be easier if I just do this and copy these things here. Of course, I need to delete this. Yes. Let's see what I got. Class name. What was class name? Class name was... Okay. Class name was margin top 2, but I'm not even sure that I need this. Let's see how it looks. Bold. Okay. Okay, can I select it? Let's try to select something. Bold. Nice. Nice. Okay. Well, let's style this bold button a bit, but maybe let's not style this button, but implement something generic like menu bar toggle, which will take an editor is active is a good choice, and it should return a JSX element. Okay, let's take from these. Let's take this, but we will probably not take everything. So it says editor is active, bold is active. Okay, I probably don't need this. I probably don't need this. The onClick and class names can remain here, but maybe let's call this is active. And then I can decide the class name in the menu bar toggle. So is active and on click. So I can replace this with is active, then pass an active class, otherwise inactive class. Okay, and on click can just take on click. Okay, and this is children. I will just allow the other component to wrap it, which means I need to receive children. Children. Okay, and this is a menu bar toggle. This is good. This can be a big B. Menu bar toggle. Okay. What is left? Inactive class is not defined. Const active class. Okay, const inactive class. AI gave me some help with this. Nice. Let's see. How it works. I would need something on hover. So if it's active, let's use sky and black. Okay, looks a bit better. Sky and that, and if it's inactive, then on hover, make it hoverable. Okay, but also let's change the hover text black. Okay, maybe also transition to give some, yeah, nice. Now let's see. Okay, it's a bit wider, but I think this will do. So on the app zone it's 1. Maybe we can say 0.5. Okay, but of course now I have it on both sides to change it. Nice. So menu bar toggle this is the bold button. Let's try the italics button or italics button is active. Okay, if it's italic there, it's italic here, and this should be an I, but it should class. Oh no, maybe I can do span class name font italic I. How does it look like now? Okay, I need to include it. No, not like that. My editor messed this up. So let's see how it looks. Well, it's not what I expected. Maybe the tailwind CSS can help me tux, and let's try that resizing text. How should I do? Oh, just italic. Okay. Okay, it looks weird. Maybe I can find some symbol. Italic Unicode character. Do they have something like that? I should probably use icons for this, but yeah. I J I. Okay, maybe something like this. I would maybe mono space will give me something. It will not. Font family, font mono. Okay, font mono or font mono. Oh, nice. Nice. I don't like that they are not the same size. So can I do something like const base class? So the base between these two is this. I don't really want to change those things. So base class plus this and base class plus base class plus that, and let's try V8 text center. Yeah, maybe a bit too wide. V6, how would V6 look like? Not really good. V8 it is. Okay, but to make it work, I will need to add some paddings to the start and to the end. So border, bottom border, stone 200. Okay, it gave me that. And margin epsilon 1 to give it some space. Maybe padding epsilon 1. It will push it on the bottom and on the top. Okay, and I don't like that these borders are not coming to all the way to the side. So instead of having the padding here, I can add it to the children. Is that correct? Post and update. Yeah, that is correct. Maybe 4 on this, post and update, 4 on that, menu bar, px4, too much. So this should be px2 maybe. Yeah, it makes sense like this. And on this I need something, so maybe px 4 or p4. Let's see how p4 looks like. Okay, this is reasonable. Okay, and one thing I messed up with that is probably italic button, chain toggle italic. Okay. Okay, nice. What else should I add? Well, I really like these 3 elements. These are pretty useful additions. So let's take those. But let's go maybe back to, because they are implemented actually here. So bullet list. Okay, so bullet list is implemented like this. Bullet list button, return like this. Of course, I want to implement it. Bullet list button. So bullet list. Is it working? It's not really working. Why is that? Either chain bullet list run, bullet list is active. Okay, but I think I saw something on the top. Extension list item. Okay. I will need this. Probably I also need to install it. Okay, it's installed. List item, and I should add it to the list item. How it's introduced here, probably somewhere on the bottom. Starter, I don't need that. Okay, so this is part of the starter kit. Okay, bullet list, something with that. I actually don't need this, and I don't need that. Let's see what happens. But maybe I do. So let's return this list item, and how it works here, text style configure list item name. Okay. Not really sure what I'm doing, but it's a good. I can experiment. Text style extension, text style. Okay. Let's install that as well. And now I want to have a bullet list. Okay, so this is majorly refusing to work. These things are working, but the bullet list is not working. Maybe let's jump to how this works here. So bullet list. Oh, it's actually working here. So bullet toggle bullet list. Bullet list is active. Is it working like that in my code as well? Well, it seems like the same thing. Let's see. So color extensions. Okay, I don't understand this part. I seem to be a bit stuck on this. So if I fail to do it, I will just skip over this part. Menu bar, list item, okay. Argument type, not assignable to parameter of type partial text style options. May only specify known properties and types does not exist, partial, whatever. So maybe I didn't include something. This is a very realistic thing that I didn't introduce. So let's go to the style, prose mirror, and in here, but I'm not using Sass. Can I use Sass? Or SCSS? It looks like it's working. So it is definitely doing something. It is doing some things, but it's this is confusing me. Maybe this example is not good, or I don't understand it. So text style, extension, color, list type. Okay, starter kit. Various things. Menu bar, editor. These to-dos are confusing me. So let's try without them. Let's see if it changes something. So P. Oh, nice. I'm pretty sure what is happening here is that Tailwind disabled that class or that style. So let's try to reintroduce it. And to reintroduce it, we can go to styles, prose mirror, padding. What else can I do here? How do text decoration? No. UL item creation list style. List style. None. Let's use this. And see if it changes anything here. Well, it is doing something, so it is changing it to UL padding. Okay. In the lack of better attempts, let's make this important. Just override that default thing. Okay, but it's already important now. List item. Let's try here. List style. List style inside. Oh, nice. It should look more or less like this. Maybe not with well, it's a good start, but it's not really good. So the first thing to test is, did I even apply this prose mirror to this? I did. And if I applied it, prose mirror, is there any place where it says important? But let's try the list. So I have this, I have that, and so I have this here, and in this place, do I see anywhere that it's important? Well, maybe the core reason is that I don't really have this. I mean, my compiler didn't say anything, but maybe we can do prose mirror and prose mirror. At least try it out, how it looks with that. So restart. Color red. Yeah, and this makes no sense. Actually, probably don't need the rest right now. Okay, it's working. Do I even need this? Okay, and when I have that, can I convert this somewhere online? CSS to CSS. Let's try this out. Plain CSS. Okay. Very helpful tool for this exercise. Do I even need these stuff? Let's make sure that this actually works. Okay, bullet list. Well, almost. List style inside. List style inside. Okay, bullet list. Okay, it still has that problem, but that problem is, I think, solvable by adding this. Let's try it out. Maybe that's the reason why it was there. Nope. Is it working here? It's working here. Let's also add it here just to be safe. I don't think it will help, but list item name. Okay. Styling. Not this styling, but something with text style. Extensions. Text style. List. Why is it including this list item TipTap extension list item? Let's Google for that. It's used for bullet list and order list and can't really be used without them. Okay. This requires the bullet list and ordered list. What is this? Okay. Okay. So it should be installed with this. I missed some installations, it seems. Still no luck with this. Well, the core problem is that it is treating this as a paragraph. And if it's treating that as a paragraph, it's hard for me to but why? Maybe it's not TipTap, maybe it's my class, something that it is doing pre-margin 0. Not this. Bunch of tailwind, box sizing, not really border width, border style, border color. Display as block. I mean, that is the default. Maybe I can find something here. No luck with any of these. What should I do to make that work? Well, let's make sure that in the installation steps here we did everything. So list item, text style, make list item, And then it said extensions, it needs the bullet extension. Bullet. Wait, what was it name? Extension bullet list. Maybe it needs that. Bullet list. Okay. I mean, it wasn't mentioned there, but let's try. What's the worst that can happen? No luck with that as well. What if I do something like this and enter? Now it opens a new paragraph for everyone. One more try. One more try. I'm pretty sure that in the installation they didn't make a mistake. I mean, seemingly I can also edit this. So if this is live, but it's not live. If it would be live, then I could rely that it is working like that. Right, one thing I can do is, so bullet list, paragraph, bullet list. One thing I can check, is this a paragraph? It is a paragraph. And it doesn't have anything, I mean, weird in it. Maybe on the list item. No, the list item doesn't have anything as well. I'm pretty sure that the problem is on my side in that case. Let's explore, so computed. Okay, no padding, nothing is here. What about the marker? Let's try this. Square. It works with squares. Well, I be damned, I don't know. My CSS skills are not good enough for this. But we have fixed it. So bullet list is now available. And the last thing is to make this a menu bar toggle. Let's call this BL. Is active, depends on this, and this is a menu bar toggle. How does it look? BL. Bit weird. Let's go to hero icons. Hero icons and say bullet list. Yes. Copy SVG. How about using this? Fill view, box, line, join. class name. Let's see what happens right now. Well, it is almost nice, but it has some extra paddings that I probably don't need. Ha, nice. I mean, I could use. Yeah, it doesn't have classes for anything else. Well, this is up to the designers to provide us with something nicer than this. But I already like the progress here. So, is it writable? Popcorn. Yep, nice, nice. With this, I would finish this session, and one thing before I leave is, of course, to create a commit, and the commit should be introduce bold italics and bullet lists for the editor. Nice. Well, thank you for watching, and of course, if you're new to this channel, please make to like the video, to subscribe, to share any feedback that you have with us. If you are new to Operately, we are building an open source product. We are focusing on business operations and making sure that you have all the tools to run a very, very efficient business. See you the next time. Bye.